Hello children, welcome to a video session on chapter electricity. Today we solve a few numericals. This is from the chapter end exercise of the NCERT book. Now let us see how to solve this numerical. When a 12-volt battery is connected across an unknown resistor, there is a current of 2.5 milliampere in the circuit. Find the value of the resistance of the resistor. Okay, so first what we do, we first write down what all is given in the question. What all is given when a 12-volt battery. So let's start the solution. This is given and there is a current of 2.5 milliampere. So current is 2.5 milliampere. Now this is milliampere, we need to convert it to amperes. So this will be equal to, how to convert it to ampere? We divide by 1000. This much ampere. So this will be how much? 25,400. 1 by 400 ampere. Okay. So now what we need to find the value of the resistance of the resistor. You need to find the value of resistance. Can we apply Ohm's law? Yes. All of you know Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? From Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, or R will be equal to V by I. V is given 12 by I. How much is I? 1 by 400. This much. This will be equal to 12 into 4, 4800. Resistance is measured in ohms. 4800 ohms, or this you can also write as 4.8 kilo ohms. Okay, understood? So easy. So this way we can find the unknown resistance. Okay children, so this is the answer. Come on, let's see another question. Okay children, the next question. A battery of 9 volt is connected in series with resistors of 0.2 ohm, 0.3 ohms, 0.4 ohms, 0.5 ohms and 12 ohms respectively. How much current would flow through the 12 ohm resistor? Okay, now let's see the solution. Now all the resistors, they are connected in series, and if you remember, there is only one way or one path for the current to flow. Since the resistors are connected in series, the same current will pass through all the resistors, since there is only one path for the current to flow. So we first find the equivalent resistance. So resistance, we can write resistors since they are connected in series. What will it be? 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4 plus 0.5 plus 12. So you add it and see how much you get. Now when you add, 12 is 12.0. Now 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. So the equivalent resistance is 13.4 ohms. And what else is given? The voltage, 9 volt. So how much current? You need to find the current. So again from Ohm's law we know V is equal to IR. So I will be equal to V by R. How much is V? 9. R is 13.4. So you need to divide it. You can remove the decimal. 90 by 134. Let's see. So maybe 7. So on division you get 0.67 ampere. So the current flowing is 0.67 ampere. For any of the resistors, the same current would flow through all the resistors. Okay, come on, let's see another one. Yes children, the next one. How many 176 ohm resistors in parallel are required to carry 5 amperes on a 220 volt line? Okay, let's see it. How many 176 ohm resistors in parallel are required to carry 5 ohm on a 220 volt line? Current is given, voltage is given, so we can find the resistance of the line. Okay, so first we write what is given. The current is given 5 amperes, voltage is 220 volt. So can we find R? Yes, by Ohm's law. R is equal to how much? V by I. 220 by 5, that is, okay, so this is the resistance. Now 176 ohm resistors, there are so many 176 ohms resistors, they are connected in parallel. So how many can there be if there is 5 ampere current on a 220 volt with resistance 44 ohm? Now since they are connected in parallel, you know the relation for parallel combination of resistors. What is it for parallel combination, if you remember? Plus 1 by R3 and so on. Now here the total resistance is 44 ohm. So 1 by 44 will be equal to 1 by, the first resistor is 176 ohms. Second one is again 176, again 176 and so on. Now let there be n resistors. We need to find how many resistors can be connected. Now if there are n resistors, so therefore 1 by 176 plus 1 by 176 plus 1 by 176 plus 1 by 176 and so on up to n. So if you add, you get n by 176. So or you can cross multiply, 44n is equal to 176, or n will be equal to 176 by 44. Will it be 4 sisters? Yes. This is equal to 4. So there will be 4 resistors. Okay children, this is the answer. Come on, let's see another one. Okay, the next one children, show how you would connect 3 resistors, each of resistance 6 ohm, so that the combination has a resistance of number 1 9 ohms, number 2 4 ohms. Okay, so first let's see for 9 ohms. There are 3 resistors, each of resistance 6 ohm. So we can just write down R1, R2 R3. Now we want to connect all of them in such a way that the total resistance is 9 ohms. So what can we do for it? First, we can connect R1 and R2 in parallel. Let's see, this is just trial and error method. Let's see, let's connect R1 and R2 in parallel. So the equivalent resistance will be 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, that is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, 2 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 3 ohm. Okay, 1 by Rp is 1 by 3 ohm, therefore Rp will be 3 ohms. Now you have connected R1 and R2 and you got the equivalent resistance as 3 ohm. Now with this, if we connect the third one in series, will you get 9 ohms? Yes. So next what do we do? Next is Rp plus R3. Rp is 3, R3 is 6, so total you get 9 ohms. Okay, so we got the first part. Now let us try for the second one. Again we have to connect all the three in such a way that the total resistance comes to 4 ohms. So how can we do it? Come on, again I said just by trial and error method. You may try any combination, you may be wrong, you have to then try for the other method. Come on, let's see what we can do. First, we can connect R1 and R2 in series. So for series, R1 plus R2, 6 plus 6, you get 12 ohms. Okay, now let us try if we connect this and the third one in parallel. So 1 by Rs plus 1 by R3. Let us see what do we get. What was Rs? 12 plus R3 is 6. Take the LCM. That is 1 by 4. Suppose this is 1 by Rp. So 1 by Rp is 1 by 4. So therefore this will be 4. We required 4 ohms, isn't it? So this is how we can find any resistance. We can use series and combination depending, just you need to think it. Okay children, so understood this? Come on, let's see one more sum. Okay, next one. Which uses more energy? A 250 watt TV set in 1 hour or a 1200 watt toaster in 1 minute? Okay, come on, let's see here. Now is it 1 or 10 minutes? Please, just a minute. 10 minutes. This is a question of your NCERT book, so it's 10 minutes. Which uses more energy? Now first one, what is given? Watt. The power is given. Time is given. 1 hour. So let us first find out how much energy this TV set uses. Now you know energy is equal to power into time. So for the TV set, energy, suppose E1 will be equal to power 250 into 1 hour. You can leave it as this, watt hour. This was watt hour, 250 watt hour. For the next one, for toaster, Suppose the energy is E2, will be how much? Again the same relation, power into time. So 1200 into time is 10 minutes. So we have to convert it to hours. 10 by 60. So find out. This much watt hour. So you can see the TV set uses 250 watt hour, this much of energy. Toaster uses 200 watt hour. So which one uses more energy? The TV set. So your answer will be therefore TV set uses more energy. So I hope children you understood this numericals. Okay, thank you for today.